So this is this puzzle finally finished. It was a really fun one. Lots of nursery rhyme characters and book people. I got Peter Rabbit there and Jemima Puddle Duck. Puss in Boots. Someone I'm not sure who it's supposed to be. But it's pretty cool. It's time to let the puppies out. Oh, let the puppies out. You ready? Got blue skies now. Good morning everyone. It's Thursday. It feels like it's been forever since I vlogged. Since I don't think I've actually vlogged since last week, which is pretty much forever when I tend to vlog most days. Yeah, I think last Friday might have been the last day I vlogged, or there might have been little bits over the weekend. Anyway, you'll know better than me. With my memory, I can't remember what happened. It's been a bit of a funny week. Got some good news. I think I told you my mum had COVID. Pretty sure I did. So she's not positive anymore, but she's still got some symptoms. That's not the good news. But I just thought of that. I was trying to think, what do I have to update you on? So it was mum. Chrissy's back into uni this week. Pups are good. Bailey's back home again. I let him stay at mum's while she was recovering from COVID, so he's back here again. Though we are discussing whether he makes a more permanent move next door to make his life a bit easier in his old age, but he's back home for now. Obviously in just over a week he'll be going back for 3 weeks while we're in Hawaii, and then we'll just see how he's going after that, I guess. He can still get up the stairs okay, but he's sleeping more. You can just see he's aging a bit, obviously, all the time. So we'll just see. They've got no stairs, so it's easier for him to go to the bathroom. It's easier for him to go to bed. Anyway, we'll see about that. But the exciting news is I had to open this the other day. Can you guess what this means? It means I have started making plans for our Disney trip. So Kevin wants to go to the conference in Vegas that he went to before the pandemic. It was on last year, but last year we didn't feel it was the right time to be going back to Vegas. It was still a bit early, but now he feels, yep, he'd like to go. So that's at the end of November. Starts just after Thanksgiving. So we're going to go to there. It's our 30th wedding anniversary on the 5th of December. So what a better place to spend it than at Disney, or it might be Universal, but over there. It'll be a big celebration, like a big holiday. Which is crazy, kind of putting another holiday in amongst everything, but yeah, we haven't had one for a while. So Kevin's so looking forward to Hawaii. Anyway, so yeah, so in the initial planning of that, we booked our flights because he got approval, and then they said, oh, that was a bit of an accidental approval. How you accidentally approve something, I don't know. So he's got to talk to someone else. I think we're going to go anyway. We have got our flights booked with points. And they're going to reimburse us if they approve it. So I think we'll still go anyway, but we may look at changing the dates perhaps. We may go a week later or something. We'll see. But it is, and we have got flights booked. So I broke out the Disney planning book, just done. Looking at our plans, and we have actually also booked our DVC week as well at the Riviera, which is our home resort there. I think I told you Kevin bought more points, so we've got 2 that we bought second hand for Alani, and then he bought new ones from Riviera, so we get, you know, the card and the discount and all that sort of stuff. So he assures me he's not buying any more points. I think we've got plenty until we start using it. We haven't even used any yet, but we'll be at Alani. Yeah, so we ended up having a few bookings at Alani as well. We had 3 bookings in Alani for I think 6 nights or 5 nights. Can't remember now, but they're all combined into one booking now, so that's great. We thought we might have to change rooms, even though they're all the same room. But it's all combined, so that's really good. Anyway, I've been for the walking. I've been out with the dogs. It's very humid because it's rained, as you saw earlier this morning. The sun, oh, it's actually raining again. I think it's rained recently. The sun was out. So who knows what the weather's doing. I washed all my winter pajamas today, so I need to hang them out somewhere. But I'm going to grab my breakfast now. Didn't do my overnight oats, so I'm just going to have a veggie patty on a sandwich, something like that. I just didn't feel like making them up last night. I should have. But anyway, I'll have a sandwich for a change and I'll make up some overnight oats for the next few days. I think that's all I have to update you on. If I think of anything else, I will let you know. But that was the exciting news. Just trying to think of anything else. I don't think so at this stage. So, plans today is just to do a bit of cleaning really. And I feel like there's something else to tell you, but I'm sure it will come to me later on. Anyway, get some breakfast and then we'll get some cleaning done. And it'll probably just be more Hawaii planning because that's sort of what I'm doing. And I'm not sure whether to start a jigsaw or not because I've only got just a week, but I might start a jigsaw. I finished the last one, so yeah, that might be on the cards for today too because again, I haven't done any of that for a few days and I'm missing that as well. But 1 week tomorrow we go to Hawaii, so it's like, oof, getting all the final, sorting everything out, sort of the final plans and what I need to pack and anything else I need to buy. I just suddenly realised my foundation's pretty much out. I can get that luckily anywhere. Pretty much any chemist will have it. It's the Natio brand one. But yeah, I think I will get one. I don't know how much makeup I'll wear in Hawaii because I probably wear much. But so I don't know I really need it, but I'll probably will want to dress up a little bit, maybe go out, who knows. I don't know, maybe I don't need it, we'll see, we'll see. I've got a bit of a problem with the washing at the moment because it's been rainy and it's humid. I did a load yesterday which was out hanging out there, but it did not dry. And then I wanted to wash my winter stuff, thinking I'd hang it up. I think it was more than I thought. I thought I'll put it on the other rack that I keep in the laundry, which I put some things there but didn't all fit. And then Chrissy had to wash today too, so luckily a bit of my washing from yesterday was dry enough to take off, so it's all hanging out anyway. I think we just put a few things in the dryer, but we've got some towels in the dryer. But yeah, bit of a crisis because we're obviously hanging stuff out quite late in the day too, although I don't think they will dry today anyway with the weather. There's no sun at the moment. But anyway, I'll just leave that there in front of the door and it can hopefully get a bit of a not much breeze, maybe a bit of a breeze. One thing I did do, I think on Tuesday, I cleaned out here, but there's more footprints already. That's just from this morning. Oh, because the grounds are wet and muddy again, and obviously that deck is still dusty. So yeah, that's from this morning. It was nice and clean. Oh, that door's still open. I just went and picked up after these puppies because I got a rain power alert. So I thought, okay, I'll get that done. Get out to the bin. I've actually not done a lot this week because I have been quite fibro-y. My legs have been a bit sore and a bit headachy, but just generally achy, I guess. So I really haven't been too productive. I've just taken advantage of been doing more stuff online, the holiday planning and stuff. which is and editing videos, which is what I was just doing then. But I've got to dish out the dog's dinner. I want to cut up some carrot and stuff to have with my hummus, so I'm going to do that. I've got some purple cabbage to cut up as well for lunch, so I think I'll do that so I'm not feeling it. I'll throw on some potatoes to cook for lunch. My lunch a little bit punctual today. I don't know. I'll do that, I think, and then I will see. The main thing I want to do, I want to start on my cleaning, and I will get some started, even if it's just a little job when I get up. I've got the duster out, I've got the vacuum out, so nothing else. I'm going to do that in the lounge dining room. And then I'll see if I can progress a little bit further. If not, I'll just do little bits over the weekend, I think, and gradually get it done. Kevin might help me do upstairs if I'm lucky, or even help me do downstairs. Bit of teamwork maybe, since next week's sort of go, and then we've got nice time off with not too much housework to do for a number of weeks. We're staying in Airbnb, so there'll be a bit of cooking and a bit of tidying, washing stuff to get done, but not so much cleaning. And definitely a lot more downtime, relaxed time, which Kevin, I'm not probably in so much need, because I've had a few little holidays where he had to work, I've had holidays. He's desperately need, comes home every day now going, I need a holiday, I need a holiday. And it might seem like he's had a lot of holidays, but he hasn't really. Except for the trip to see Athena and Dan, all the other, like my holidays and all the other trips, they've all been work-based for Kevin, so he hasn't had that real switch off of work. Even this, there will be some work to do, I'm sure, but hopefully it's just a little bit and doesn't get him thinking about work all the time, which is what happens at home. Oh, I do need to show you something that Kevin's done too for our new place. He set up a camera so we can actually see the build, and it's recording all the time. So, but I'll show you guys a little bit of how it's looking so far. I haven't done much. It's just a big hole in the ground still, but the actually I'll just link below. It's called ancora.com, ancoracam.com, and you can see, I think, what's currently happening, like a live feed, and then there's a time lapse from when he installed it, which was last weekend, up to now in 2 minutes. So up to whatever current time now, or in a month or 2 months or in a year, it'll condense it all down to 2 minutes. So it's going to be quite fascinating to see. Like now you can see clouds rolling through and things like that, but I'm guessing as time speeds up, you just see buildings go up. So it's such a clever hobby I have. I thought that was, yeah. I knew I was doing the live thing, but I didn't realize you could do little time lapses and update every day. Every day updates to the last, you can include the last 24 hours and puts it into 2 minutes. So it's always a 2 minute time lapse. Anyway, all right, let's get these things in the kitchen done. Dog's dinner's dished out, carrots cut up, and some cucumber and capsicum and cabbage. You don't need to see me do that. You see me do that before, but I'll show you the results. Okay, that's done. Cauliflower, a couple of serves of veggies, some having a little snack because obviously it is pretty much lunchtime. And I've got some cabbage left over to put in my lunch, which will just be the usual lettuce, purple cabbage, potatoes, and the usual dressing. So that's that. I still need to make up some overnight oats later on. But that's, yeah, that's, at least that's something done, and I have done the dog's dinner over there and washed up the container. So earlier I took out the food waste bin and washed that as well. I'm not going outside because it started raining and you've already been out. Did you forget that you already went out? You see they miss going to mum and dad's a lot, the Groodles. And I'm missing a Kong, so I can't even give them a Kong right now. One's missing somewhere. Probably out the back, mate. Oh, no, well, it's out the back. It wasn't there. So it's somewhere in the house. I'll try and track it down later on. Okay, I'm up to do lunch, but I did actually dust and clean the glass table over there before I worked on some videos. So I'm going to get my potatoes cooking, and while they're cooking, I'm going to vacuum through this room. And if I've got any time, I can do the glass table here or my desk, which is a bit of a mess again, as you can see. It's always a dumping ground. Can you smell? Anyway, so I'll do my potatoes. Oh, Bailey's just come back home. That's why that sort of made me get up as well. But when I get up, I'm trying to just do something. At least one thing. Maybe more. We'll see. Well, 15 minutes while that's cooking. And I'll get some things done. Vacuuming is done. I went through the front area. I was going to try and vacuum, but I got sidetracked doing something else. I'm not sure what. But lunch is ready now. Got a lot of lettuce in there and a lot of purple cabbage, so just the usual potato. It looks like a huge big bowl, which it is, but mostly it's lettuce and cabbage and some potato on top. Bailey seems to think it's dinner time, but it's only 3:30. He's got a while to wait. So this morning I was good and actually sorted out some of my recipes. I've put a heap back into this folder. I left that one out because I'm thinking of making that. Probably do it tomorrow night, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. So I've kept all these things from the orders, but I don't really. We had that last night. It was really yummy. I don't really know why I'm keeping them. So I think I'm just going to check that I can't remake any of them. Most of them you can't because you don't know the breakdown of all the meals. So it's one that I could. I'll just double check that. And then I'll Bailey try and have a little play. Well, I'm trying to demand dinner at the same time. Should we play? No, Bailey, it's not time for dinner. Because I see them up there. But it's still not time. You're not dinner at 3:30. That's ridiculous. Go play with Chewy. Chewy will play with you. Whoops. And Fuzzy's down. Oh, plonk. I love how Chewy plays him. Coda doesn't play with him. You do when you're a puppy. You don't anymore. But Kino does. Which is nice. You play with Chewy. You play with Fuzzy, don't you, Chewy? Yeah, I love Fuzzy. So the reason you can't replicate them is most of them will have something like hot and sour dressing. I don't know what that is exactly. African spice mix. I've got my own recipe for that anyway. So there's usually something in there. Oh, we didn't like that vinaigrette anyway. But there's usually something in there. I mean, I don't know how much a tub is, so. So yeah, so we can't really recreate many of them, if any of them. I don't think there's any of them I can do. I'll just double check, make sure. I ended up just throwing them all out, which is what I thought. And I've opened up a puzzle, but I decided I'd just do a 500-piece puzzle. And yeah, I can work on that. I was going to do it on the other board that I can move, but I think I'll still do it in where I was working. So yeah, I'll take it back through to that room. But I think I'm up. I promised I'd do something. So besides doing whatever I just did, which was just some sorting, I'm going to clean the table and tidy and clean my desk. And yeah, we'll see how I'll go after that. I mean, it's only 3:20 to 4. It's not late yet. So I should be able to still do a few things. It's just when the weather's like this, I don't feel motivated at all when it's overcast. And ick. But try and get something, or I'm going to do something. Then I've already done that room. Maybe I can do the front entry table and the bathroom, like little easier jobs. So I might try and do that instead. Like instead of trying to do the kitchen, I'm going to do the kitchen to tomorrow. And yeah.
Liver enzymes were quite elevated, and it wasn't really clear.